No, I never worked in the hospital at all.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were blokes that was their job. Headquarter company with a mob that went into, they might have taken some of the others in too, but A company was strictly a field company, as was B, Pete Hendry's company, you see. He was with Major Maffey.
Oh yes.
Dickhead. He was a solid bloody man. Nasty bloke.
Now,
anyway, yeah, some of them may have been working in the hospital out there, but we never got out there at all.
Yes. Yeah.
Once we left Sellering Barracks, we didn't work at Changi. Once we left there, we went out. We volunteered for the Working Party, and that's where we went to, was Adam Park. And it was a good move because we were eating not plenty of food, but enough to keep us still in good shape, and we were getting some. Matter of fact, we got one sheep carcass that had been sent across to Singapore in 1934, and out of the big cold storage places. Still had the tags on it, and the kidneys were in them as well, which was most unusual. But we were getting a bit of tucker like that, and we got the brewer's yeast from the brewery for the vitamin B deficiencies, and we put it in a 44-gallon drum and just keep stirring it up so it wouldn't flow over. The whole camp benefited from that, you know, the Brits and the Australians.
Yes. Now, when did you go to Japan with C Force or J Force?
C Force.
C.
Yeah.
And what month did you go to Japan?
Well, we were in Adam Park, and well, we were 6 weeks in Changi, which would make it what 15, no, say February, March, beginning of April, I think. I think we left there on the 4th of April, or the 7th of April, I'm not sure. So we were there until well, about October in Adam Park. And then we went over to number 2 camp, which had been the headquarters of the RAAF in Singapore. It was all barracks there, and we didn't like it there. We liked the bungalows, they were much better. We were sleeping on the floor, but that didn't matter. But anyhow, we were more regimented in there, and then they said there was a working party going out, and they wanted 14 field ambulance men. And I was a corporal, and I said, all right, I'll see if I can get some blokes to go. So I went around, and they got amongst the blokes, Ken Collins, the fellow I joined up with, George Blues, a corporal that had come down from Queensland. He was senior to me, so once I formed the mob up, he was in it. He was the senior bloke. So we went away with C Force to Japan on the Kamakura Maru. And we left there at the end of November, and we were there on the 8th of December. You were on a good ship. It wasn't a rust bucket. It had been one of the ones that did the repatriation of people from Portuguese East Africa to Japan. That were repatriated from America and on that swap over. And the White Cross has been rubbed out and grey paint was over, but you can still see the big white crosses on the ship.
Yes.
But she was a pretty fast boat. She had a bit of a run in one night with a submarine, but I think she was too fast. She held over and nearly drowned the blokes on one deck.
Really?
Went around that sharp, and we headed into Taipei.
Yes.
We were going there, but we got there a little bit faster. Some of the senior officers were getting put off there. So we stayed a day until the Jap Navy came around, and we steamed on then to Singapore, to Nagasaki.
Oh, so you went to Nagasaki, right.
The 7th or 8th of December, the year after the Japs had come in anyhow.
Yes, yes. And it was the middle of winter.
It was. It was bloody cold.
Yeah. So
we never had much clothing, and our blood was a bit thin from being in the tropics.
Yes. So did the Japs give you any new clothing or additional clothing?
There was a British battle dress there, and it was all in bales on the ship. And we thought, this is good, you know, and suddenly the bales of stuff were gone. So we had on what we had, and then when we got up to where we were going to, which was a camp just out on the outskirts of Kobe, they took that away from us, and our hats and other military headwear and gave us this green coat and trousers. You'd shoot peas through it. It was that sparsely made, a bit of fleecy lining on the inside, but the wind used to blow right through it.
Yes. Did you have any Australian doctors on that ship?
There was one went up to Nuetsu we got split up at Nagasaki, and one mob went up to Nuetsu, which is north and west of Japan a little bit, of Tokyo a little bit. Dr. Barrett?
Yes, Sandy Barrett, isn't it?
Yeah, it might have been Dr. Barrett.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because he got Ping Ping Tuxan on board the Kamakura Maru for something or other. Yes. Yes, he went up with 20th Battalion Colonel Robertson. Might have been Robertson. I'm pretty sure it was. I think he died up there anyhow. And we went with a group of officers, Dutch. We had Dutch with us, and Dutch officers and Australian officers, but Captain Patterson was 8th Div Sig, he was in charge. I think Captain Bathgate of the 20th Battalion, he was the only 20th Battalion officer with us. I think he should have been, but he declined the offer, I think. He was a wise man.
Yes.
But Patterson became the captain. Any time there was trouble, he used to delegate a junior officer to take the parade. I never had a very good opinion of him.
So was this, you said, on the outskirts of Kobe?
Yeah, a place called Takatora Mishi. See, we came up on a steam train, and we came into an electric train station, and steamers came in there too, and then we got an electric train from what called Kobe Central out to about 10 minutes ride out to a little suburb, Takatora Mishi, and then there's about a 3/4 mile walk to the camp. Now that camp had been a park, and been a lovely park, lovely big pool in it, you know, a natural pool with pool vegetation growing on it, but they put the building they call the Imashitsu, had been a recreation, that was a hospital hut. It had been a recreation hall inside in this park, and they put 3 huts down side by side. A big bathhouse was in there, and they built a cookhouse, and there was this existing building, and they put another one up in the other corner of it, and it was hut number 4, and the parade ground was in front of that. And where we went into it was the guardhouse and living quarters of the Japanese in a U shape on our right hand side as you went in.
So how many of you were in? How many of you were?
About 400 altogether.
Yeah. And what were the nationalities?
Well, they were Australians and Dutch to start with, and sometime early in 1942 we got the members of the 2nd Loyal Regiment came over from Korea. They'd been working on the docks at Pusan, and they were fat and big, and hey, you Aussies, they dropped your roof in bundles, you know. Yeah, we might see how you get along after a month here, mate. They were screaming like stuck pigs at the end of a month.
Yes.
They said the Dutch doctor was no good, he favoured the Australians and the Dutch, they wanted an English doctor. And strangely enough, the Japanese granted their wish.
Did they?
And we got a terrific bloke, a Flight Lieutenant McSweeney out of the RAF. Thin, red-faced fellow, and used to be a bit like Redder after the Japs got finished with him, and he refused to let men go to work. He was abrasive as far as the Japs were concerned, but Dr. Aikman, the Dutch doctor, he was a wise old man. He'd been in the cavalry in the Dutch army in Indonesia, and he sort of nod and shake his head and talk around it, but McSweeney was different. He said, no, the man's too sick, and they'd beat hell out of him, but 9 times out of 10 the bloke was